All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to our elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace, love, salutations, and blessings to those that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the Spirit with a quick lesson, and I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. Now, in this lesson, I came across this video, and I'm gonna play it in just a second, but it just goes to show you the violence and brutality of Esau Edom. Okay, the violence and brutality of this man and the cruelty of him. All right, and how these people just have it in them to hate Jake. All right. And as we come in more and more into these last days, you're going to see more and more of these devil's horns. Okay, as things get worse, he's going to start to return more and more and more back to his carnal ways, and that's what we're seeing. The reemergence of the. I mean, we've been seeing it the whole time, but he's been using his media and different tools that he has to kind of obfuscate the finger being pointed directly at him. Okay. And that's not working anymore because now his actions are completely blatant because the Lord is making this man bear. All right. So I have a video that I'm gonna play, but before that, I'm gonna read this precept because everything that the scriptures talk about this man is doing. Okay, everything that we bring out can be applied to this man, the so-called white man. All right, and as you people continue to trust in the system, as you continue to trust in oppression, okay, as it says in the book of Isaiah, I believe chapter 30, verse 12, and you stay thereon, right? When this place falls and bursts, you're going to get the full brunt of this place falling and bursting. As a matter of fact, let's not quote it. Let me just get it. Okay. Let me just get it. I got another preset lined up. All right. Okay. Because you, especially you immigrants, y'all want mercy, but y'all came over here to this country seeking refuge from Esau Edom. Now, of course, the scriptures say that, the southern and northern kingdom should be oppressed together, of course. So you had to come over here for the sake of prophecy. However, at the same time, you guys believed in this system. You believed in the American dream, and you tooted your nose up at the so-called Negroes that was in this country that were getting oppressed, and the Native Americans. Y'all don't even mention the Native Americans, how they've been getting oppressed, and now y'all Hispanics are getting it in full force. Okay, all out in the open. All right, in full force. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30. And I'm going to start at verse 12. And it says, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of a high wall, whose breaketh coming suddenly at an instant. Now, when I was at camp yesterday, the brother gave an analogy of when you paint a wall and there's a leak, how sometimes the paint, the leak will fill up in the inside of the part that's painted, and it'll form a little bubble in the wall full of liquid, and eventually that bubble will just pop all of a sudden. Okay, and that's kind of like what's going to happen with this. And when it's destroyed, right? This is what's going to happen. It says, verse 14. It says, and shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel. The token in pieces he should not spare, nor so that there should not be found in the bursting of it a shred to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit, which basically means that it's going to be crumbled into pieces. It's going to be unrecognizable. Okay. You're not going to be able to recognize this place, all right? Because this place is a very evil and tyrannical place, okay? So, without further ado, oh, you know what? Let me just grab one more before we get started. One more precept, because this is what I wanted to start off with. But, so we're gonna go ahead and read this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, "For For our time is very shadow is a for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. So he knows that his end is coming. It is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. So after he get his go round, he know he over with. Okay, come therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures like as in our youth. So we're gonna abuse the earth. We're gonna trash everything. We're gonna fuck everything up. That's what he's doing, right? Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ornaments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. We taking everything. That's why it says in the book of Isaiah, if grape gatherers come, right, will they leave none, right? Roughly paraphrasing, yeah, Esau ain't gonna leave nothing. He gonna take everything. That's why, and if he can't get no money for it, he'll throw that shit away. Like just all his food just get thrown away in the dumpster. And now he's even doing stuff now to where he's poisoning the packages to where you can't even go dumpster diving to get to stuff anymore. All right, damn devil. It says, um, verse 8, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they are withered. Okay, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. This is why they're everywhere in the world. Okay, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man, and spare not the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Okay, let the strength of let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Okay, so when I play this video pissed me off, man. I'm not gonna lie, this shit pissed me off, man. As evil and as wicked as the Northern Kingdom is, man. Esau just tops that shit. I'm just gonna play the video. All right.
Adiós, 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 adiós. Come on, man.
I'm gonna run that back one more time.
Adiós, 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 adiós. Come on, man.
See? You see that piece of fucking shit, Esau? Piece of fucking shit, man. This woman is grieving because Ice took her husband, right? And this is exactly how women's supposed to be. Women are supposed to be like, what the hell am I going to do now that my husband is not here? That's what they're supposed to be. So she's grieving, Salaka. She's grieving for her husband, okay? And these people just tackling her, not showing her any pity, any mercy. Get out of my face, This is a evil people, man. A evil people. Okay? And this man needs to be destroyed. Okay, that's it. He needs to be destroyed. This is the book of Isaiah. I mean, this woman, she got kids, she grieving, she don't know what the hell she gonna do. Her husband is gone. And she's just trying to seek some type of answers, and this man doing this shit openly. There's people around him. He know this shit gonna be on film. He don't care. Okay? These devils don't care no more. Okay? They don't care no more. Y'all keep trying to, I just read, he said, let the law of justice be the law of our strength. This man don't give a two shits about you. Okay? He don't care about you, Jake. He don't care about your woman. He don't care about your children. You know? This is why y'all supposed to turn to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because the Lord cares. But the Lord ain't gonna care about 2/3 of y'all, man. Because y'all don't want to turn to him. All right? Y'all been slated for destruction. This is Isaiah 10, and I'm gonna read 1 and 2, and it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and write grievousness which they have prescribed. ICE has been legislated. They legislated ICE. ICE has been funded, $50 billion, I believe. Okay? Where's that money coming from? They're ripping the money from other programs to fund ICE. Okay? That's why you're getting your SNAP benefits taken away. That's why you're getting your Medicare and Medicaid taken away and your Social Security. Because all of those funds are being reallocated to pay these people to come get y'all. Okay? It says to turn aside the needy from judgment, proper justice. Okay? And to take the right from the poor of my people. You're just taking away the right of these people to just live, man, on land that you stole. Okay? Most of these people that these Northern Kingdom men and women that they coming after, this regular people working, man. It is regular people just trying to make a living, ain't bothering nobody. And you got this goddamn devil, you know, coming in and just being a devil. Okay? Now I'm not saying that the 2/3 don't deserve their punishment, but nevertheless, you still see Esau, whose hand is behind it. Okay? And this man ain't got no mercy and no pity. And the Lord had to pick Esau because another nation would have had pity. Another nation would have had mercy. Okay? And the Lord wants Jake to suffer horribly. All right? As we go through these things. You know, but the point of this lesson is to show you the wickedness and evil of this damn man. Okay? And how he don't give two shits about you, your children, your husband. He don't care about y'all. Okay? Y'all trying to participate in his justice system. That's what y'all asses get for voting for this goddamn devil. Okay? Because most of the votes came from y'all from the Northern Kingdom. Making songs and shit talk about you a vote for this fucking orange devil. Okay? So now you're getting what you know, and she may not have been one to vote for him, but the Lord is judging as a whole, not just as an individual. All right? It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay? So that's exactly what it is. And, you know, I went into this word widow before. When you go into this word widow, when you go into this word widow, you know, my bad. Sometimes I get a little dyslexic, right? And you look into the okay, it goes into extended to women. It could mean death, but extended to woman separated or deserted by her husband. Okay. So the meaning short line type. Okay, going back, extended to a woman separated or deserted by her husband. Okay. So this woman has been separated by her husband. Okay. And that's something that that Esau knows that works. Okay. He knows that shit works. He knows that separating a woman from her husband leaves the children vulnerable. So they're able to rob those children that are fatherless because they don't have that protective shield. Okay. They don't have that shield of the husband to protect them anymore. Okay. And then y'all Jakes don't stand up anyway. The Lord done took your teeth away. So y'all just sitting there allowing this shit to happen, you know, but it's all about to come to a head real soon, because, hey, as what's my main man, Gerald Salente, what he say, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. Okay. Hey, so hey, Esau keep pushing. He think that he invincible. He think that his kingdom is gonna last forever. Okay, this is the book of Galatians 6 and verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked." Okay, see, y'all devils think this because um um y'all think this because y'all been getting away with this so long that y'all are good, but y'all not. Hold on, I'm about to grab another precept just to back this one up. One second, I can. All right. So, um, I'm gonna come back to this and reread that again. So I'm gonna go to Second Ezra 15 and 18. All right. So this is Second Ezra 15 and 18. 15 and 8. Salakia. I'm gonna go up a little bit. I'm starting at verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and destruction. For their wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth." Talking about Esau, Edom. "Have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." Okay, I got one more. All right. Okay, one more real quick. Then we're going to go back to this Galatians. All right, so we're going to go back to the book of Psalms 50 and 21. And it says, I'm going to start at verse 16. Okay. It says, "But unto the wicked, saith Yahweh, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?" Because they always claiming this God, 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 and the 16, what it was, 18, 19, or whatever damn church that they just had in Atlanta. Coming down here proclaiming themselves to be the godly people, right? But at the same time, you know, they're adulterers and they're adulteresses and thieves and whoremongers and murderers and everything under the sun. They are evil. All right. It says um so I'm gonna start at 16 again. It says, "But unto the wicked, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant into thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him." Yeah, let's go ahead and get it, man. Share with me. I'll help you. "And have been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest thou mouth to evil, and thy tongue to frame deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things have thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's exactly what's happening. You being judged right now. The reason why you coming down so fiercely is because the hammer of the Lord is coming down upon you, you damn devil. Okay? All right? You damn devil. And I'm going to go back to this Galatians, okay? Because you thought, all right? You thought. Come on, man. Okay, you thought. Now let's read that again. This is Galatians 6 and 7. It says, be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh, of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit of the spirit shall reap life everlasting. So this devil is reaping nothing but corruption by sowing to his flesh, and you 2/3 are going to join his ass. This is why, y'all getting attacked in the manner in which y'all are. I was just coming home from the grocery store, and I believe I saw an ICE raid on a little apartment complex right next door to my house. So this attack that this devil has is in full effect. It's in full force. And pretty soon it's going to be everywhere you go. Okay? Everywhere you go. So, got a couple more here. I'm going to go to the book of Psalms. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read this Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work an evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. When you go and you see this and you watch this video, my man got the power.
Adiós, adiós. 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 Come on, man.
Let's see. Everybody pussy up in there. Nobody says this is wrong. Nobody, they say, hey, my paycheck right. So this must be right. You see, that's how these people are. My paycheck is right. So this must be right. Okay? And then all these people behind them, right? You just stand around with your cameras taking pictures, not doing shit. But guess what? The Lord gonna judge y'all real soon. Real soon. Because y'all think y'all part of the system and y'all not. Okay? Y'all are so not part of the system. All right? So, woe to them that decree, that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, okay, and houses and take them, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, okay? That's what these devils do. That's what they do. They oppress you. They take your house. You're scared to drive down the street. You driving around late at night. A devil get behind you. Like, what the, you hoping this man ain't one of them killer devils that just want to kill you, because that's what they do. All right. And they do this shit openly, man. There's no more controversy about this devil. It was always out in the open, but now it's just like, okay, the whole world see it for what it is now. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna bring out this Psalms, and I'm gonna go back to this Micah, and I'm gonna read verse 9. But I'm gonna read Psalms 59 first. 59. 59 and 1. It says, to the chief musician, was it Al-Chittim, Mightium of David, when Saul sent and watched the house to kill him, deliver me from my enemies, O Yahweh, defend me from them that arise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. Save me from the bloody man. That's him. That's Esau Edom. He's the bloody man. Okay? That's why he's so quick to jump to violence and to kill, and then he projects. He said, y'all doing it. While he holding a knife and a gun with blood on it. Right? And you look at him like, bro, you just did that. No, you did it. No, 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 no. I'm watching you. You did it. No, you did it. Bro, look, you got the gun and the knife in your hand and the body is laying right next to you. I'm 6 feet away from you. How the hell did I did it? You did it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to hold you accountable for it because I got the gun and I got the knife. You see? Verse 3, it says, for lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgressions, nor for my sin, O Lord. Okay? And then when you go to the book of Ezekiel, go to the book of Ezekiel. What's like Ezekiel chapter 35. And go to verse 6. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had came to an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. You see, so you're through, man. This is it. This is your last oorah, so to speak. Okay, you're not rising to power no more. The earth can't take you no more, man. Okay, you have to go. You are the scourge of the planet Earth. You are the scourge of life, the lowest life form on the planet. Okay, the lowest life form, and wickedness is what makes you low, the lowest. Okay, you're evil. Okay. And it says, verse 8, and it says, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and thy hills and thy valleys, and thy rivers shall fall by the sword. They shall fall, shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return. And you shall know that I am the Lord. All right, Salakia. So grab this last scripture in the book of Galatians. Go back to that. All right. And then verse 8, it says, for he that soweth to his flesh of corruption, he that soweth to his flesh shall reap of his flesh corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall reap of his spirit life everlasting. Okay? And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap and not faint. Okay? But going back up to verse 7, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatever a man soweth, he shall reap. Whatever a man soweth, that he shall reap. So as we see the evil that Esau soweth, he's going to reap that benefit. You're going to get every piece of that, man. Okay. So with that, I'm going to end this lesson off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, I came, I say shalom. Testing.